Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Talents A60. I'm here with my guy, my
Anthony.
friend, Anthony, aka UWA Avenger, and you are listening to the Drunken Idiots podcast.
Woo!
So, unlike any other podcast that's out there, this is a podcast where we just talk about pop culture. We talk about things that's going on relative to the news.
Everything in the media.
Everything in the media, where we start out with a couple drinks, we start out sober, and then we progressively we get more smarter. We get more smarter as we drink, and
welcome to this week's show, man. Yeah.
Yes.
So this week we had a good week. Two big things happened this week, Chris. Let's start off the top. What was the big thing that started off the week?
Well, for me,
Major
the biggest
news.
thing that started off was Dr. Disrespect.
In the gaming world, as you guys all know by now, we're big gamers. So Dr. Disrespect.
He was the two-time champion, the two-time blockbuster video game champion.
Yeah.
And it turns out, hey, that nigga a pedophile.
So, words that get you shadow banned on YouTube.
Okay,
That's one of them.
all right. So edit that out, block it out. So I'm gonna redo the tape. So word on the street is
We're gonna leave it in
Dr. Disrespect.
for our 20 viewers.
I'm gonna spell it out. Dr. Disrespect is a
PDF file.
PDF file. Yes,
He likes PDF. Yeah,
he likes PDF files.
So
He was texting.
allegedly.
No.
Well, yeah. So
he was
we
texting a minor.
okay. So but let's continue it with the details. But let's start off the top. Let's start off the top how it all started, because you went straight into the meat of the story, and I don't blame you for that, because it's a meaty story. Pause. But
Super pause.
let's start off at the beginning of the week. We get a former Twitch employee.
Yeah, it was like the weekend.
Yeah, on the weekend, who puts out a tweet or on X, right?
Yeah, the dude was clout chasing like a little pussy.
And from the very
all
beginning, he was
clout
trying to sell tickets to his band, saying, "Hey, if you guys buy these tickets,
Come to my
then
show, I'll tell you
why
Dr. Disrespect
was
got
banned from Twitch."
Yep.
And well, they must have sold the tickets, because he puts it out there that he was sexting a minor.
Yes,
That's it's specifically what he said.
it's not good.
Then
It was allegations.
within the day or so, his company that Dr. Disrespect
Wait, hold on.
co-founded.
So he sent the tweet out.
Yep.
And then Dr. Disrespect jumped on Twitter or X and was like, "Hey, you guys,
I did nothing wrong.
I did nothing wrong. There has been no wrongdoing.
Right.
Twitch has found no wrongdoing.
They paid out my contract.
They paid out my contract. I got paid. Nothing was wrong." So now the whole internet was like, "Bro, you didn't say that you wasn't sexing a girl.
Why don't you just say you didn't do it?"
So then he comes back and says, "Listen, guys, you
Well,
know,
his company then fires him. The one he's currently with.
I thought he came out with a second tweet before they fire him."
I thought it happened, and then he came out with the second tweet. But either way, this is what the second tweet says now.
The second tweet was, the second tweet that what I'm believing is he came out and he was like, "Yo, listen, you know, it's legal stuff. I can't say what's wrong, what's right, whatever. But I got paid. It's not
It
that."
tracks. It tracks. Yeah.
Then the company comes out and the company is like, "Yeah, we got like the company that he's partnered in making a video game with. They let him go.
Right.
Like he started this whole
He
thing.
co-founded the whole thing, and they can't be associated with him.
And they fired him.
Yeah.
Bro, how you know what I'm saying? So it's giving real Vince McMahon.
Yep.
And
You don't no longer own the company. You're just a holder now.
yeah. So now they turn around. He turns around and he makes another tweet and he's like, "Listen,
Here's what happened.
here's what happened. I cheated on my wife, and
I was flirting with a minor.
I was flirting with a minor.
Turned out she was a minor."
And he just basically like admitted it.
But he did say that it wasn't anything as far as sexting or anything like that was concerned. That's what he says.
That's what he said.
He said it was inappropriate to flirt with her, and he was definitely flirting. That's what he's admitted to so far. And then when I saw that, the first thing that I wrote in our group chat was, "Oh, these texts are gonna get leaked eventually. If they haven't been deleted from somewhere, they're gonna make it onto the internet."
But you got other people coming out the woodwork who used to.
So what happened after that was I don't know if you saw on the group chat, I posted the link to the leak of the internal memo from Twitch when they were discussing banning him. Yeah, I put it in the group chat, and it lines up with what he said. There was absolutely no sexting going on. However, because the girl was 17 years old,
he was being very suggestive.
It was too close to the line.
Yep.
So he knew what he was doing. Which is
what I thought.
Yeah. But he knew what he was doing, and perhaps if things have gotten further and nobody caught him, he might have crossed that line.
So my original, I want to say it was a prediction
or your take on it.
My original take on it was, I was thinking like, all right, boom. He knows that she is not of age.
17 for sure.
And there's still no age out there.
No, the internal Twitch memo let that. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, 17.
So I'm thinking like,
if that's real.
I'm thinking like he knows she's not of age.
Right.
And he doesn't care.
Oh yeah, he was down for it.
And yeah, you can't be doing that, man. That's fucked up.
So I here's my take on that.
It's a different argument if he didn't know.
Right.
But he admitted to knowing.
The issue that really came up was because he didn't. The reason he got paid out is because he didn't initially do anything that would be considered illegal.
Yeah.
It was what we would call in HR inappropriate.
Yeah.
So
he was in a gray.
Yeah. It was plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get accused of having videos with coworkers, things like that, and you just give them plausible deniability and you keep your job.
Yep.
In this case, they paid him out. It was like, okay, well, there's not enough to not pay him, so let's settle. Now, I think what he's going to do on his next step is Dr. Disrespect will take 6 months off. He will not stream. And then he will come back as if nothing happened. And he won't be as popular as he was before because a lot of parents are going to be turned off by this. But if you let this cool off enough, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He's got multi-millions of dollars. He could restart a new streaming company and he's going to be good.
So, my thoughts on that.
I think his demographics is going to tank, though.
At first, I would have agreed with you, saying that he'll be good if he just whatever. But the fact that he admitted it, now he got other streamers denouncing him.
He's going to be blackballed by them, for sure. None of them going to work with him. They can't be associated with him.
But even like...
Hey, Dr. Disrespect, listen, if you ever want to come on here, feel free, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're down, and you did nothing wrong. So
No, hell no. Dr. Disrespect, if you want to come on here, pause, and tell us your side of...
Listen, we have a little... we don't stream, but I'll figure it out.
But, yeah, so that was crazy.
And, it was bananas. It's a major news for the gaming community.
I mean, his character was funny. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say like I watched.
Yeah, I never watched him stream.
But I would catch his clips where he rages out, where he's losing and he throws his controller.
Or other streamers would join and do those fist fights. Those were funny.
Yeah, I thought that was entertaining.
He is entertaining, yeah, and I can see why kids love watching the show. I can see why it's funny. He's got, I can see why he has an audience.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, you don't become as popular as he is as if you weren't funny. If you weren't entertaining.
They was also saying he was doing some crazy stuff at E3, filming in the bathroom. Remember that?
I don't. But if that's, it lines up. So here's the thing is when he brought cameras to follow him into the bathroom. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know. I don't remember that story, but it lines up. And also clout chasing, especially if that was years ago.
Yeah,
But he was probably just getting started. But either way, you don't do that. Here's the thing now, is no matter what happens going forward, he's always going to have this hanging over his shoulder. It's always going to be one of those things that it's going to be tied to him, right?
Yep.
He is lucky in a way that he does have a character where, he puts on a wig and those glasses and he disappears into the background by just being himself day to day, unless you're a super fan, right? And you don't really know what Dr. Disrespect looks like unless you're a super fan. He's screwed himself out of some major money and a major audience, and that's, the thing that this happened 4 years ago, and it came back up again 4 years later. He probably thought it was over.
It was like 7 years in total.
Yeah,
right?
so it's a long time to come back, and now you got to pay for it again.
Yeah.
When he paid, didn't pay for it because he got paid out, but he got 4 years out of it.
Yeah, he was texting her 7 years ago.
Yeah.
They found out about it
4 years ago.
Got banned, and
now
another 4 years has passed, and
now he's hit.
Yeah.
So,
time's up. You
made your money.
Don't do weird shit. Don't be weird.
I agree. So yeah, that was major. And I still think he comes out of this okay. I don't think he's ever going to be that number one guy again. I think he's done with that. But will he come back to stream? Do you think he's going to come back to stream?
Yeah. So they're also like talking about how YouTube never gave him a contract.
Right. He's just a YouTuber.
Because YouTube knew.
Yeah. He can just.
But it's like,
he can just put content.
The weird thing is like everybody, all the shops in town knew what happened.
They still
didn't. They ain't give him a contract and say, yeah.
But they were
under us.
Right. But they sponsored and things like that. Yeah. The money was there.
That's the shady part.
That's the business.
That's the business.
That's the business.
And who runs Hollywood?
The Jews. Kanye. I'm just kidding, but it'd be real nice if you guys stopped making it rain. Hashtag cancel culture. So anyway.
Yeah.
You can't say those things. But anyway, so that was huge news, and shout out to Dr. Disrespect. Like I said, if you want a third chair, we got it. You want to join us every week on our stream, we could be the Drunken Pedophiles. And
I'm not signing up for that. You can tell the story.
The PDF files. We could call it that. We could call it the episode, the PDF files. Anyway, on that note, there was a second thing happened just last night.
Yeah, we had the presidential debate, man. It was a shit show.
United States presidential debate between none other than Joseph Biden and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And let me tell you, if you were going into this thinking that it was going to be anything but a train wreck, you have something else coming to you. First of all, I thought I like to call him Piss Pants Sleepy Joe. I like to add to Mr. Trump's sleepy part because that's for the last 4 years, Sleepy Joe has been sleeping.
Yep.
And Piss Pants is definitely his new name because I feel like
he wears a diaper.
Any day now, he will stand on one of those stages and there's going to be a piss stain on his fucking pants. And it's going to be Piss Pants Sleepy Joe. So as we know, the last debate,
elder abuse.
What we saw last night was elder abuse. The last debates 4 years ago, they shot him up with something, and he was on fire.
Yeah,
and he was alert, and it was like the old Joe Biden from the Obama administration.
Yeah,
and even the senator.
He was close to that.
He was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close. He also didn't campaign the entire time because of COVID, which was also brilliant because they kept him out of the public eye, which really worked. But we've had 4 years of this man on camera. And he went into this, perhaps, here's the crazy part, right? Everybody said they were going to shoot him up with drugs, and now they're saying, oh, he didn't perform. This is probably him on Ritalin or whatever, allegedly. Now, he comes out. Chris, what was your thought when you saw him talking? I want to know because we saw this and it was just
Yeah.
it was just
So my thoughts is
almost
like
sad.
I think it's elder abuse because he's old as hell
81.
and how he is looking, how he's talking. To me, that's not presidential.
It's almost like a guy in a home.
I understand, what policies he's done in past, like past in the past and in the present and right now,
Right.
in that kind of sense. But like real talk, real shit, like you too old, and
There's no way he's running the country.
His
cabinet is probably calling the shots and he's signing things.
Yes, but I'm gonna say this for me, and I'm not a political guy.
Yeah.
If it's 2-3 a.m. Eastern time, and some real shit just popped off,
Mm-hmm.
and
Iran decides to go to war.
You gotta hit that red button.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't trust him to be able to understand the information.
We need the nuclear codes
to do the right thing, or to understand if he's making the right decision. Like,
yeah,
or a sound
he's not
decision.
that guy.
That's just me personally. I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust it.
Every major issue that they talked about, he rambled through, except for the VAs and the veterans.
Yeah,
it's the one thing, and I think that's probably the only thing that triggered him because his son's a veteran.
Yeah,
the good one, the one he mentions.
Yeah,
he never talks about the other one, the other convicted felon. But every other subject was horrible. Even the ones that they gave him layups, like, hey, Roe versus Wade got overturned. What if you're president for the next term? What are you going to do to make Roe versus Wade like law again?
all he had to do was say, "I'm going to reverse it, and I'm going to."
Yeah, we're gonna file. We're gonna codify it, and we're gonna make sure that it goes through. But you got to give me 4 more years to do that, because the first 4 I was building infrastructure and getting us through COVID. And he had a lot of things he could have said. His reply to that question was, there was an illegal immigrant who raped and murdered a girl.
Yeah,
that's what his reply was, how he's going to fix Roe v. Wade, which was like, that's Trump's thing. That's the Republicans been saying for months that we have a border problem. Yeah, but it was irrelevant.
Yeah, it was
just a random thing that he brought up for a completely different subject. So it was like, what does he even have in his brain? And then my line of the night was
he said him and gotta go. And then Trump
said Medicare, and I've been beating Medicare and beating Medicaid, and Trump was like, what did Trump say?
He said, yeah, I don't know what he just said, but I don't think he even knows what he just said.
And I laughed. I audibly, which I rarely do anymore, even for the best comedy movies, I audibly laughed out loud here in my room. I was just like, he just said what everybody else was thinking. What the hell did he just say? And I don't even think he knows what he just said. Yeah. It was
give me gamma juice. That's what the fuck he said. And
it was awful.
it was bad. And Trump was up there lying.
Trump was being Trump.
But Trump was also confident lying.
Yeah.
Like he believes his lie, because I think he does believe his
lies.
But like, he was just like, yo, I didn't want to be here. I'm only up here because the country is bad, and look who we got as the president.
I didn't even want to run, which is a lie. But
yeah, it was a
good. But that's a good one.
Yeah.
I only ran again because of how bad of a president he is.
Yeah.
And that was a good line. And also, he said he had just so many setups for him, and Joe had nothing to come back on. So like you said, he's a confident liar. So even if what he was saying up there was a lie or not true, if you're not informed voter and you're just watching the debates to make a decision, he was coherent. And that is more than what you can say for the current president.
Yeah.
So I even if I disagreed, I understood everything that Trump said.
Yeah. Yeah. Trump was coherently lying, and yeah,
He didn't need
tough.
to bring up any facts
It's tough
because
it's tough because they're both old. They're both old.
yeah, but there's something that Jon Stewart said about a year and a half ago, and he said they're only 3 years apart in age, but Trump's 80 years old is not the same as Biden's 80 years old. They are mentally on completely different ages.
Yeah.
If you told me that President Trump was 50 years old, if you just heard him talking, you wouldn't bat an eye. You'd be like, yeah, that sounds like a 50-year-old man. But if you told me if President Biden is an 81-year-old man, you're like, that sounds like a really old 81-year-old man.
Yeah.
Not much else you can say about that. I will say this. There's supposed to be a second debate coming. If I was Donald Trump, I wouldn't even do it. I would come out and say, I already did what I had to do. I showed you who Piss Pants Sleepy Joe was. I beat him badly. He needs this debate, and I'm not going to give it to him. The Democrats pushed for this debate. They wanted it. And they handed it to the Democrats. They said CNN can only be the people that run it. These are going to be the rules. We only want these anchors. We don't want anybody from Fox News. And Trump's team was like, cool, let's do it. And I really thought this was going to be rigged against them, but it didn't matter because of how poor Biden did. Now they're saying that the president might be, or the Democrats might be looking for a replacement before the convention to run against them and the primaries.
I believe that.
And who are they going to get? Kamala can't do it. She's
Newsom
might be a possibility.
Yeah.
What if Cackling Hillary shows back up?
Nah, it's gonna be Newsom.
I don't think so. I think here's what
or Michelle Obama.
I think nobody does it. Michelle would be hilarious. I think nobody does it. I think they're gonna have to stick with
I'm
Joe.
not a political dude, so like I don't be following politics all like that. So
right. I think it's too late in the game to change a candidate when I know that technically you could still be running primaries and all that, and they named their nominee at the convention. I still believe that this would be crazy for them to change at this point and just take the L. And because what's going to happen now is like everybody else that's running senators and everybody else that's been endorsed by Joe, it's going to hurt them too. For their seats in House, their seats in Congress. Anyway, we normally don't cover politics on the Drunken Idiots. However, last night's show was something we just had to talk about. Because if you haven't gone and seen it, I highly recommend you guys go watch Jon Stewart's Daily Show. It was exactly what happened last night. Could not have been more beautifully put together than what Jon Stewart did during his... It's a 10-minute video. Go watch it.
All right, boom. So now, I know we normally do lists and we talk about,
yes.
we like to dig in our nostalgia bag. For all y'all out there.
Yes.
We like to talk about, games in the past that helped make us gamers today. Or movies or, all that type of stuff that, that had a spark, that put that spark of creativity and helped shape us.
Right.
So now, you had mentioned something about a game.
Yes. So we're going to be playing 20 questions.
All right.
So
not 21. It's not 50 Cent, right? Because I don't
not 21 like questions like 50. Okay. Right. I know it's
Pride Month, but I don't swing that way.
So the way this works, guys, this is the first time we're going to do it. Is I'm going to show the camera and everybody at home over there a game. I thought of a game, and Chris is going to ask me 20 questions.
Okay.
And he's going to try within those 20 questions to guess the game that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Now, if you guess, for example, like on your 5th or 6th question, and you use that as a guess for a game, it does count as a question. So okay,
all right, I understand.
So, okay, cool. So
ask 5 minutes later after 10 guesses. Okay. I
Yeah,
understand.
you're probably gonna get the game quick.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right,
You
well,
might
we'll
get.
go
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
We'll
I
see.
think we're gonna find out. So, I'm gonna show everybody at home what the game is. Yeah, don't
I'll
look.
look away.
All right.
I'm probably out of camera anyway. I'm
There you
looking
guys
like
saw
this.
that. Okay, cool. All right, so now that everybody at home knows, you can go ahead and start with question number 1.
Is it a platformer?
Yes.
What is the most recent? What year?
It's yes or no questions.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Does it have a game coming out this year?
Does it have a game Is this game coming out this year?
Is this game coming out this year?
No.
Did this game come out this generation?
No.
Did this game come out last generation?
No.
Is this game on the Super Nintendo, Sega, Genesis
You can only that generation?
generation?
No.
Is it before that?
No.
Is the protagonist male? Is the protagonist a male?
Yes.
Is the protagonist an animal?
Yes.
Is the protagonist a mammal?
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm thinking it's a platformer. Okay, it's a mammal,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a male. Is it Donkey Kong?
No.
Did this protagonist only appear on PlayStation?
No.
Did this protagonist only appear on Nintendo?
No.
Is this protagonist only on Sega?
No.
Did he first appear on Sega?
Yes.
How many questions I got left?
You are on question 14.
Oh, okay.
So you got 6 left. Everybody at home is screaming.
Is it a part of the Sonic franchise?
Yes.
I got 5 more, right?
5 more.
Is it Tails?
It is not Tails. Remember, you're guessing a game.
I know.
Okay.
I'm guessing the game.
Yeah.
I said after like 10 questions,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I said that. Okay, so I got 4. So I
You got 4 left.
Is the okay, all right. I have to guess the name of the title.
The game. Yeah, the game.
The game title.
Yeah.
So
What
even
game?
if I guess the character,
Yeah, you're not guessing the character.
but no, I'm asking if I guess the character, but I don't guess the name of the title, I'd be wrong.
That's correct. You need to guess the game.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're a little deep. You're a little deep in, but I still have hope. I still have hope. You got 4 questions left.
I have no hope.
Yeah, I think so. I think you do.
Did this game appear on Xbox 360?
No. He's gonna get it, guys. He's still. I have hope. He's got 3 questions left, and I'm gonna give him after the 3 questions. He gets like a wild guess. Cheers.
It's not Sonic Adventure?
It's not Sonic Adventure.
Part 2?
Sonic Adventure 2. Very good, man. On your 19th question. Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, man, I told you.
Wow, that was hard.
Yeah, that's great. That's why it's 20 questions, man. I love that. And I just had a feeling you were going to get it, man. I had hope.
I mean, Sonic's my guy.
You did a lot of, see, that's the beauty of that game, is you did a lot of like twists and turns, but you really narrowed it down and you got there at the end, man. You really did. That was pretty damn good. And he got there at the end thinking he was trying to pick a character, guys. Think about that.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a character. I was thinking it's gonna be fucking Biggs the cat.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Toad from Sonic.
Yeah.
The Froggy, Big's friend.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
No, so you got there at the end, man.
Yeah. Wow. So this is gonna be great on the playback because the first couple questions, I'm like, all right, where'd it come from?
Yeah.
What year, or did it come out?
Generations.
So yeah, so the thought process of that, it was like, let me try to narrow it down.
That was brilliant. That's how
by
you do
generation. That. All right, so is it coming out this generation? Nah, but then it's the title, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think what really helped me a lot, I'm giving a post game interview.
Yeah, his explanation of his victory.
Yeah. So is it a mascot?
Yeah.
Is it a mammal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he male? The protagonist?
Beauty of that was you ruled out the 16-bit era because holy hell, that would not have helped you if it was a 16-bit era game. To say it was a mammal and it was a mascot or whatever it was.
I was thinking Echo for a moment.
It could have been, yeah, I thought that's what you were thinking, but it could have been Arrow the Acrobat in the 16-bit or Gex the Gecko, or yeah. So
is it a mammal?
Yeah, that was brilliant. If you guys enjoy,
I know you like Nintendo characters, so I was thinking Donkey Kong.
I went for a Dreamcast era game because Dreamcast is my favorite console of all time.
I never owned that console.
Yes, that's my favorite console of all time, and Sonic Adventure 2 was one of the games that I really put a lot of hours into back in the day, even though everybody except the Sonic, hot take, everybody except the Sonic games were whack. Except for the Sonic portions.
Boom, nigga, next week I got you. I got a good one for you.
All right, so if you guys like that 20 questions as opposed to our list, let us know in the comments, man. I saw that, on shout out to Co-op. I got that idea from Co-op on TikTok, and they did that, and I really thought it would be good for our show as opposed to just doing a random 5 list for the week.
Yeah, that's dope.
Guys, let us know what you guys think, man. Did you guys like the game? What about Dr. Disrespect, man? What's your thoughts on that?
PDF file, man. That's
do you guys save all of your stuff in PDF format? And let me know. You guys use Google Docs or PDF?
I use iCloud.
Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, right? Hit that bell notification. Check out Talence's channel. He still didn't upload any of the videos that he promised.
Oh shit, I forgot, guys. I got a couple victories in Warzone. I'm gonna post that. Also, we're gonna do it behind the scenes, man. I got us before we start recording. It's recording right now.
He's doing it now.
Recording. It's doing it. It's only me because we rearranged and how we doing it.
That's right.
But hopefully in the future it's gonna be a little bit different.
Got another channel opened up. So we've got our Spanish channel that we haven't really posted on too much recently, but there is a ASMR channel that we got opened up as well.
I don't know what that means. What that stand for?
I don't know what it stands for, but I do know that it is a popular format if you guys like watching videos that make you go to sleep, like people making or rain sounds or dogs. The sound of a dog sniffing clothes, or watching chimpanzee groom each other.
I want to go to sleep just hearing this right now.
That's fine, but I'm just saying I've got an ASMR channel. If you guys want to go check that out, they've got apes, monkeys, all that stuff. Go check it out. It's popular, and if you enjoy that kind of stuff and you just want to watch something that makes you fall asleep, either by boredom or because it just makes you tingle, pause, go check it out. We are here every week with our Drunken Idiots podcast, and we'd like to thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
We are up to 1,600 subscribers.
Couldn't be here without you. And we found out who the one person who was disliking our video. And
Allegedly.
there's an Amazon package being sent to your house.
With the glitter bomb in it. If that happens, it's not us. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us, and hit that like, share, and subscribe. We'll join you guys next week again for the Drunken Idiots. Peace.
Deuces.